It is easy to get distracted from the main game in the West Indies. The beaches are so beautiful, the locals so friendly. But we're constantly reminded that Test cricket here is the toughest in the world.
I would like to see, some of them against some good short pitch bowling.
Well, in the last 3 or 4 Test series I played in, the first day always counts for a lot and can set the tone for the whole series. So hopefully come day one, if we're batting, Slats and Tubby can get after them, and if we're bowling, we can get some early wickets and set the tone.
And Lamara's edged McGrath. Even more, great catch.
You come halfway around the world, you dream about a test like this, and I was here.
Let you know, girl, you're looking good, you're out of sight. All right, just
Very good, my mate.
Feet down, out.
Just shows you how serious these two are.
And they'll come for the fourth, which will bring him up his 200.
What a magnificent effort.
For me, it was the moment of truth. The first time I'd bowled since bruising my thumb.
After each bowling session, got to put the thumb into the ice just to reduce the swelling. Yeah, it's still a bit tender on the bone, but I don't think anything's going to keep me out of this Test match. It's the most vital one for the year, so nothing's going to stop me.
And he's gone! And that's it, and it's been caught by Taylor. How appropriate is that?
The enormity of what we've done was only just starting to sink in as we celebrated last night. I was really pleased Alan Porter joined the party. We all feel AB was a big part of this victory. Tubby Taylor has been flooded with faxes of congratulations from back home. This one from the Prime Minister.
All Australians are very proud of you today. Yours sincerely, Paul Key.
Tubby says he's going to frame that.
Well, it's finally over. We're all off to Bermuda for a well-earned rest. I think we deserve it. In Jamaica, Shane Warne, National 9 News. Well, boys, cheers.
How good is that? Shane Warne, the great Shane Warne, taking us all the way back to 1995. The question is, that fax, did it get framed? Did it ever get framed?
I could lie and say it broke the frame, but I did keep the fax, or should I say my wife kept the fax, actually. She found it only last night in the roof of our house. There it is. I've still got it from Prime Minister Keating back in 4th of May 1995, just congratulating the team on the success and whatever, because it was the first time we'd beaten the Windies for something like, I think it was 19 years, and the first time we'd beaten them in the Caribbean since 1973, when Ian Chappell's side won there. So it had been a long time. They'd won something like 8 series in a row against us. It might have been a draw in there somewhere, but they were dominated world cricket for 15 years.
So you speak to any cricket fan who's been to the Windies and they'll say it's the best tour that they've ever been on. What about for players? Is it the same for players?
Well, I've got to say, 1991, which is not the tour you're looking at, that's 95 where we were successful. 91 was my first Caribbean tour, hardest tour I ever went on. It was tough. Every game was 4 fast bowlers, no matter if you played an under-23 side. It was all about facing fast bowlers. They had people like, well, there you go, there's a spin bowler. That was very rare. But, they had...
Well, I went for 4.
They had Garner, Roberts, Holding, and that was before my time. And then they had Ambrose, Walsh, Bishop, Patterson. They just had a list of fast bowlers that you had to combat. So it was a tough tour. 95, we turned it around and won that series 2-1, which was, as I said, the moment we probably took over the mantle as the world's best side. And here's some of the footage. There's Ambrose. I made my debut against him. He was an outstanding bowler. He knocked me over for fun, curtly. But that was, you had to learn how to face and combat the fast bowlers. If you couldn't, they just beat you.
Well, Michael Holding was my hero back in the day, the whispering death. Yeah. 2 things about that was, how did you get your mindset around that? And is anyone these days of the same ilk in that sort of, bowling department? Well,
I think if you had to get your head around it and you had to combat it. In 95, we actually made a decision at training to pull the nets down and do a lot more centre wicket practice. And we allowed bounces. We said, right, we're going to cop them in the game, let's cop them at practice. So I think that was a sensible thing to do to get ourselves ready to face it. These days, you look at the Australian bowling side, it's very good in that regard. They've got great fast bowlers, but now you're seeing, because of people like Shane Warne, spin has come into the game, and it's a better game to watch.
Now, speaking of today, we're obviously going over there to play. Marnus Labuschagne has been dropped. That's the big talking point.
I want to talk about dropping. I think dropping's got a bad PR. I think it's really important for players to not be comfortable, really important to then reward players from Shield. Yeah. Dropping, do you think it's something that needs to be more normalised in today's day and age compared to back when you were? Because all the best have been dropped.
Yeah, exactly right. And look, Marnus, it's unusual because he's played 58 tests, averaging 46 still, mind the way, but last couple of years, no runs. So I think that's a good decision. I think it's actually Marnus's birthday today. I think he's 30.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, so it's not a great present for him, but he's got time to come back, and I think he will come back, Marnus, and probably come back a better player. He's got to rekindle, refine that love of the game. So, as you say, though, George, I'd like to see selectors be a little bit tougher. Players will play IPLs and do whatever they want. Selectors have got to say, what is our best team for today and also the future, and be a little bit tougher in selection, which I think may now start with Labuschagne.
Is there time for Marnus? He's turning 31 today. He's still got, what, 3, 4, 5 years left?
Absolutely. Exactly right. Exactly right. So I think he has got time. And I think it wouldn't be a bad thing for Marnus actually to come back from the West Indies. I assume he's over there. Come back, have a bit of time off from the game. Just refresh. That wouldn't be a bad thing. Get ready for the Australian summer.